Heather's in the dark too. No, I was talking about one of the other girls is looking dark as well. Hey!
Hey! I'm sitting on my back porch, so I have no light. So here's my cell phone light.
Oh, you're so cute. I'm trying to work the same way, trying to figure out how my lighting is best. You know, overhead. I even have an overhead light, and it just doesn't do me.
Oh, Haley, turn that outside light on. See if that works. So I can turn my light off my face.
Well, see, now I see outside, but I don't see your face. Oh, there you, I know. I know it's not comfortable, but it's much better.
Okay, I'll do this. You can turn that one off.
Oh.
My dogs are, I'm sitting outside, so my dogs are barking. But I'll go in a minute if they're a problem.
That's okay. I hope the bugs don't get you.
Oh, they have been for 20 minutes now, so.
Aw. I'm trying to figure out how I can get enough light in too. How was your day?
Oh, crazy and long and stressful. How was yours?
About the same. Yeah, it's not over yet because I'm still trying to work through this, you know.
Yes.
The good news is they give me a booklet to follow for this.
Oh, I didn't know it was like a training thing. That's cool.
Yeah. So it makes it easy for me. I just don't like it to look like I'm reading from a booklet.
Make note cards.
That's right. I know. Well, you know, if the day didn't go like it does, where I'm running around like a mad woman, then I could do stuff like that. My son had physical therapy this morning, so I had a few hours to myself. I think my hair is a mess. And then that took, you know, 1 to 2 hours of my day. And then I came home and I had about an hour and a half. And then I had to take him to track practice. I came right home from track practice, went right into cooking club, and cooking club left about 20 minutes ago.
Oh, nice. Good.
Yeah. Hello, Miss Kathy. Say, how is she so bright, Heather? Right? Look at her all bright and cheerful in there.
Okay, I know. I need to go inside and use the inside light.
Oh, don't give me your butt.
I don't want to see that part of you. What are you doing?
I'm fixing my bed.
Like giving us
my
your
couch, because I'm fixing to lay down here. Because I'm tired. I didn't sleep last night. Partying too much.
That's right. Heather, we all did the same thing she did last night, did we not?
We did.
We y'all kept me up too late.
No. Sounds like a personal problem to me.
Yep.
Oh, woohoo. Oh, my. Well, I know I think Christina is going to be joining by phone, and I think Jennifer's joining by phone, too, as far as my leaders go. And then, I know.
Why is it so dark for Heather?
I love you. All right, bye.
Trying to get my lighting right. Look at this.
All right, hold on. I'm going to be dark for a minute. I'm going to go in the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know. So how was your day, Kathy?
Tiring, exhausting.
I see that.
Princess. Princess.
That's a pretty microwave.
I know, right? We get to talk to the microwave.
Sorry.
Pretty microwave there, Heather.
My baby girl won't come in. I just have the big horse that came in.
Aww.
Maggie, show them your new hairdo. Show them how beauty you look.
Heather, do you have children?
I do. Wait, Andrew, come here. Wait, just meet everybody real quick. Just say hi for me.
Maggie.
My son and my daughter. It is show and tell.
Oh, he's a big boy. Hey.
Hi.
She's not amused.
That's if you had children. I didn't know they were so big.
And my
baby girl turned 19 yesterday.
Oh, wow, happy birthday! And you let Mama come play with us?
I know. I still made it to the meeting, and it was her 19th birthday.
For last year as a
Exciting.
teenager.
Yeah, so what kind of fun stuff did you do for her?
We went to dinner tonight, and then yesterday I stayed home and we went to lunch and stuff. So
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
I know. It's kind of nice when they get older, too. They don't expect big parties and all that. They just want to spend a little bit of time with you. Hi, April.
Yeah. My son turned 21 this year, and Haley was 19 yesterday. So
That's pretty cool. Very cool. Okay, I'm still in the boat. I know. All right. All that matters is they can hear me. You don't need to see me, right?
nope, we don't need to.
That's
They can
all
see
right. Just hearing needs enough. Whee! Okay, what time is it? It's right at straight up 9.
It is.
How many other people will have join in? It's so hard. That's why it's just so dark in here. We're trying. I got like photography lights in here and everything, and I'm still in the dark.
Yeah, you're the dark one there.
See here, my photography light? I got 2 of those in here.
It doesn't seem like it.
See if we do them both on them. See. Yeah. Oh, well, looky there.
Come up here.
That's good. Ooh, that looks good.
Hey, come here.
You're recording me.
That's okay. That's okay. All right. So who did any? Look at that. Heather, are you in there?
Sorry.
Look at that.
Banner.
Are you in there somewhere?
Okay, that doesn't look right. That just looks wrong.
That was awkward. You like her, chick? Yeah, my husband thought that was really funny. No wonder you were outside.
I know, so they don't sit on me.
Wow. Get the dog outside, you stay inside. None of that, Kathy. None of that. Dog a puppy? How old's your dog?
He just turned 2
Yeah,
on
that's
the
what I thought. Yeah, he's a puppy. Yeah.
Yeah, puppy.
Hello. Wow. Wow. He's going to knock your computer over with that tail.
Yeah.
All right. I know poor April's just sitting over there listening to us chit chat. Enjoying the entertainment, are you?
Yeah.
This is the joy of Zoom. We get to see what everybody's going through. Look at that. That dog.
We're going to do this together.
All right. I can't focus with you going through all that. I just can't. Anyway. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start. And we'll just keep moving through all this. We welcome to call 1. How many of you all did anything with a booking blitz over the weekend? I know it's kind of tough on a weekend, but sometimes you can carve out time. No? Okay.
I've talked to a few people. I've got one lady that wants to wait until she moves. I have a few people interested in ordering, but they don't want to actually host a party. So
Well,
that
that's
may be
progress.
where I may end up just hosting myself
And
to get their orders in.
right. And that works too. What about you, Kathy?
Well, I was on call this weekend, so I spent a good amount of time at the hospital, but I did make a few phone calls, left messages with some, tried calling back on Sunday, but finally did get a hold of one of my people on Monday, and she wants to host a party, but she has to wait till her schedule comes out on Saturday, so I've made an appointment to call her back on Monday when
Excellent.
she has her new schedule.
Excellent.
And then I'll probably try to call some more people this weekend. So, but I do have my grandkids coming in town this weekend, so it's going to be hard.
Is there a way you can carve out some time over the next couple of days and do it? Remember last week we talked about a power hour where you can just take an hour here and there and make calls.
I'm hoping Thursday, if all goes well, before they get here. So.
Yeah, that would be ideal. We could try to do it. And we'll give you some exercises that you can try to do while they're here. And I don't think it'll hurt for them to see Grandma working and your children to see you working.
Christina's supposed to send me the stuff. I'm going to try and do like a kids' cooking party.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, don't wait for the stuff. Go ahead and book it, and then you can get that stuff from her after you get it booked. So just go ahead and get it on the calendar and work with it. Now, April, were you tracking your phone calls that you made? Remember how we talked about a tracking sheet and you put one up on the page? Did you write down it and track it?
Right. Not all of it. Some of it. Yeah.
I so appreciate you all's honesty. You have no idea. I really do. I don't mean that in a sarcastic tone. I do appreciate your honesty because that's what it's about. You gotta, I mean, it doesn't do any good to try to make up a story. Just go ahead and be honest with it and say, I'll work on that, because we're not here going to bash you over it. We'll work with it because we all lead those lives.
I bought my notebook and printed out the sheet and put a few down, but not all of it. I got a little bit lazy.
That's okay. That's a good start. It takes a while to develop a good, strong habit. And one of the things I know when I was up at Lead Plus in Chicago this week, one of the things that we talked about in the upper level part was developing good habits. And we recognized the difference between good habits and bad habits that we had. And everybody in the room had a longer list for bad habits than we did the good habits. So you're not alone. If it makes you feel good to know that even people who have been around 20 years have a long list of bad habits, and we're all working on that. It's something that we can all strive to get better on. So it's a good start. I'm proud of you for getting as much done as you did. That is fantastic. Okay, so what we're going to do with this, we're going to do something we call CANI, C-A-N-I, and that is constant and never-ending improvement. So knowing that you have started where you are with your prospecting calls and booking blitzes and keeping track of things, you can only go up from there, right? So it's okay that we start where we're at. Because as long as you are constantly moving forward and trying to improve, that's what we're looking for. We're always learning, and that's kind of the beauty of it. And Pampered Chef sets us up for that. I love that we have so many opportunities for continuing education, if you will. It's like, that's why they call it Pampered Chef University. I used to call it, what did I call it? Automobile University. Because back in the day when we didn't have all this stuff online, we had tapes and then CDs that you could listen to in your car. And so I always called it Automobile University, because you could listen to it and learn as you're driving to and from work, to and from your shows, driving kids around town. My kids grew up listening to Pampered Chef workshops. As long as I gave them enough time with their Veggie Tales or nursery rhymes or whatever, then they let me listen to my Veggie Tales. Yeah, remember that?
Yes, my kids loved Veggie Tales.
Absolutely. They've changed the way they look now. I guess they thought they were scary before, so now they have a different color tone and their eyes are different or whatever. Anyway, even though my kids are old, we made that comment the other day. We were looking them up. So anyway. So they always have continuing education, and Pampered Chef University is great for that. If you have not had a chance to log on, I'm going to give you a little bit of work to take a look at that, as well as an MP3 on Consultants Corner. So the remainder of our calls have a few consultants. We're going to share some of the things that you have done with your continuing education, constant and never-ending improvement. Okay. What I want, and I'm going to post this online, a link to an MP3 called Prospecting on the Go. This is going to be one of your homework. So when we talk about constant and never-ending improvement or a CANI assignment, that is going to be homework. Okay. So I'm going to there's a prospecting in the search box, and there's something called Prospecting on the Go, and that's going to be one of your homework assignments. Okay. So that you know that we have that, and that's because this workshop was created before they had PCU. So went online to look at another opportunity for you to look and learn something from PCU. Have you guys played in PCU at all?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Yeah, that's right. We talked about that a little bit, Heather, didn't we?
Yeah.
And they don't necessarily call it prospecting. Prospecting is really booking. So they give you a bunch of scripts and they give you tips and ideas on booking. So I'm going to give you a little bit of, for those who have not gone to that section, PCU yet, I'm going to give you all a little homework with that too. Okay. And so we're going to touch on a few key training points. The importance of prospecting. Can anybody guess what the importance of continuing to prospect is?
Adding people to your group.
Yeah. Yeah. And why do you think that's important?
To build your home bigger and have more people in your house.
Yeah.
And then get to 3rd Street.
That's right. Listen to you. You so got something out of last night. I'm so proud of you. Anything you took away from that, Kathy, about prospecting and why it's important? Because there's some other things about it that's important as well.
Well, because if you don't grow, you're going to keep using the same people, and you can only use those same people so much.
Exactly. I call it booking yourself into a corner, which means that you can only use that group so long. And then if you don't host coach them to invite from different groups of people that you don't know, you're going to get, you're going to do the cycle of shows with that group, and then it's done. And if you haven't been prospecting for new leads and new people, then you're going to be out of business. That's exactly right, Kathy. So we're going to talk a little bit about how, when, and where to prospect, and we're going to give you a mini catalog challenge. And I'm going to continue to call, I don't remember what they called the new product brochures, you know, the ones that they cut in half. What are they called? Do you remember, Jennifer, what they called them?
I think they're spring summer helpers.
Yes, I think they're called helpers. That's right. So that's the same thing.
Mini catalog.
Yeah, the new little mini helper. They call it a helper. They don't call it a mini catalog anymore because it's just the new spring product. But I would use those the same way you use a mini catalog, you know. And prospecting is a great way to use those. So what we're going to do is, and I'm going to post a booking script for you guys as well, but there's something we call a mini catalog challenge. And this is great. I learned this from Judy Joel a couple years ago. I think Christina was at the same workshop where I learned this. She came to town and did a little training on this, but it's so great. You're going to take 10 mini catalogs.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, I thought so. You can write this down in your notes, guys, is that you're going to take 10 mini catalogs in your bag every week. Okay. Is my voice breaking up?
A little bit.
Okay. Yeah, my computer just said my internet connection was unstable. I think that might be what y'all were hearing last week. But be sure there's a customer information slip. Either have a drawing slip stapled to the back, or do you guys all have those Post-its that we got? It look like this. Do you guys have these? Jennifer, do you have any of these?
I just have the drawing slips. I don't
Okay,
have
these
those.
are some Post-it pads.
Get some April, like little Post-its that have contact info on them.
Me, I got the ones I won from Danielle in the drawing.
They look like this. Do they look like this?
Yeah, I think
I'll send you a couple pads, Jennifer. I have several. I'll send you some. April, are you there close to Jennifer? Where do you live?
yes, I'm very close to Jennifer.
Okay.
Woohoo, I have so close.
Yay! How fun! I know. I don't know. So I'll send you a couple pads of these, Jennifer.
Okay.
I don't remember. I gotta write my. Send me a message or something.
Okay.
Pad to Jennifer. I don't want to forget because I have several stacks of them. But put one of those on the back because they're a Post-it. You can put one of them on the back of each of those little catalog helpers. And then when you're out and about, this is where you're going to step out of your comfort zone. So places you might be out and about, like today I was at physical therapy, or if you're in the grocery store, or if you're getting your hair done, you're getting your nails done, you're out in the mall shopping, wherever you are, at a doctor's appointment, you know, in the car line, wherever. Keep those, just put one, just, you know, put the sticky on the back of each of those mini catalog helpers and keep it with you. And so when you're out and about, you can strike up a conversation. And the goal is to eventually get to the point where you can say, I'm with the Pampered Chef. Now, we did a little training, and Kathy and Heather and Christina and I and Susie went out to a local mall a couple weeks ago, and we did this, Jennifer. It was the craziest thing. We met in the food court, talked a little bit, and we split up and went 2 different directions in the mall. Christina and I each took people with us, and we went out prospecting. So we just struck up a conversation in a store and gathered information. Is that crazy?
Yeah.
It was not, wasn't it, Heather? 5 of us went out and did this, and in an hour we got 11 leads.
But
And then-
now I keep it in my purse. I
Yeah.
have the plastic thing I bought in the dollar store, and I keep my mini catalogs with the paper still attached so that I have it in my purse at all times.
Perfect. And you know what?
So I
That
work
reminds me too, because Heather, those are now what we would consider discontinued catalogs, but that's okay. because the idea is not that you give them the most current stuff necessarily. You just want something in their hand with your information on it. And then part of what you're going to tell them is, now I know this is a little bit outdated, but it's not that bad. And you know what? I don't happen to have the newest one with me, but you give me your information and I'll be happy to put one in the mail and follow up with you.
Absolutely.
So it's actually good to give out an expired one, because that gives you a better reason to get their information and get it back. So, you know, and after most of the time when you say I'm with a Pampered Chef, what's their response?
I love Pampered Chef.
That's right. Very rarely do they ever say, oh, that's nice.
That's too expensive.
Right. Yeah. Okay, now. We got to learn responses to that, right, Heather?
I've learned.
That's right. That is right. And that's part of what we're going to work on too through this, is how to work with objections. You know, how to respond back to objections. And here's the words I love the most that Judy Joel gave me, and I just love it. She says, it's part of my job to give away 10 of these every week, and I would love to give this one to you. If you take a minute and just fill this out, I can give you a call back when we have more time. How hard is that? It's easy, isn't it? And non-threatening, not pushy. You know, it's part of my job to give away 10 of these a week. Well, they don't want you not doing your job, right? So anyway, that's good. So as your prospect's filling out the information slip, just start a quick conversation with them. So like, when was the last time you were at a party? What did you know, when they answer, just answer. Obviously, don't just throw questions at them, not listen to them. You got to respond to them. Or you could say, what was your favorite product? Do you have a Pampered Chef consultant? I think you always want to ask if they have a consultant, a current consultant that they use. And if they can remember someone and spit out their name, then you say, oh my gosh, and I highly recommend you contact Kathy, because you are not going to believe what the newest stuff is. You know, that kind of a thing. Because I think we would all agree we want to keep our customers with us, right? So if they're going to be out and about meeting other people, we want to keep them coming to us. So the results are going to amaze you. 7 out of 10 are going to give you the slip back with their full information filled in, and it's going to go real smooth. Right? So you guys think you can do something like that? Okay, that's part of your homework as well. We've got the CANI, C-A-N-I, constant and never-ending improvement. We've got that homework, which is doing prospecting on the go, and then we've got that you've got to give out 10 mini catalogs. I'm writing this down because I'm gonna hold you to it. Mini catalog helpers for the week. Okay, I'm gonna follow up with you guys on that. So we've got some booking scripts. Did I upload? I don't think I uploaded on. I think I uploaded it on something else last night. Did I upload it on our team page, Heather? Is that where I put scripts?
We were doing what?
The scripts that we talked about last night. Was it the team page I put it on?
Yes.
Yeah, I know we uploaded.
I think you posted it on your team page. I don't think you posted it on Director Bound.
I think so too, because Susie was helping me with that. I'll put it on Director Bound. But they gave us a good script here too. It's called a standard booking script. Okay. And it says, hi Jennifer, this is Bobby Lane with the Pampered Chef. I am so excited. There are some incredible things going on in our company right now, and I thought of you because I knew how much you loved the most innovative products out there. You told me you loved to get new tools. So I'm excited about this show I'm going to do this month, and our host rewards and bonuses this month are amazing. Do you have a minute to hear about them?
Sure.
Oh, thank you. She says if you say no, if they say no, to say, can I call you back in an hour, or would tomorrow morning be better? But you always want to check in, give a little excitement, tell them what's kind of quickly going, and then say, do you have a minute to hear about it? And if they say no, well, okay, no problem. Can I call you back in an hour, or would tomorrow be better? And then write that time down and put it on your calendar so that you know when to call back up. And one of the things I like to use too is something like this. You know, see this?
It's okay. Now we can see it.
Yeah, it's like a weekly thing. And so I write in there what I'm supposed to do and when. Especially if I'm going to do it within the week, then I write it further down. That's why it's heavier on the beginning of the week than it is on the end, because I start filling it in down there. Whatever system you guys use to be able to help you to follow up, that's part of our job as well. And just tell them that, they say, it's part of my job to follow back up with you, and I want to make sure I'm doing my job. So when is the best time to reach you? And what's the best method of reaching you? Okay, so you can try that. And if they say, yeah, well, you know what? I am doing my salad in a jar show, which has been a big hit. And my husband's been getting up to $200. $200 in free and discounted products. Oh my goodness. I have 2 dates left this month, and I'd love to save one for you. My next available date is the 16th. Will that work for you? If they say no, okay, well, my other date is the 25th. How about that one? And if they say no, what do you do?
Go into the next month.
Right. Exactly. I like to start too, and I think Christina's kind of with me on this one. A lot of times I'll start with, do you prefer a weekend or a weeknight? Because I know, like with Christina and I, my weekends book quick. And Jennifer, you're probably the same way. Lately, my weekends book up fast. And so that may be with other people. So if they say, well, you know what, I want a weekend, I say, well, you know, my first weekend really isn't until April 9th. You think we can manage to work it into a weeknight? What can we do to make it happen in a weeknight? You know, something rather like that. Okay? So, what do y'all think?
Yeah.
Does everybody have enough of those new product brochures and those product helpers? April, do you have some?
I just ordered some. They're on the way. I'm waiting for them to get here.
Perfect. In the meantime, do you have recipe cards or other mini catalogs?
I do. I have some business cards and a few recipe cards.
Okay. Yeah, recipe cards are a good thing if you don't have them, just so you get something in their hands that they're not going to throw away. A business card may look like every other business card they get. So I would, instead, if nothing else, I would do a recipe card. And you can even print up recipes off the website if you know what I mean, if you have nothing to begin with. Kathy, were you getting one of those thingies you were stuffing last night?
Is this what you're talking about?
Yes. That's
Okay.
it. Yep.
I want to make sure because I did order 2 packets of them.
Okay. Yeah, they're inexpensive, so they're so simple to give out, and they're pretty, and they're so full of current information. And something we could put on there too, I'm thinking, Jennifer, after our lead program, is that we can make some stickers to put on there and talk about the hot food trends. Remember how they talked about the trends? And say, spiralizing veggies is one of the hottest trends in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
What's on the cover of that little product helper?
The Spiralizer.
Yeah, that's the hottest trend. I love to share with people that we are on the cutting edge of what's going on out there in the trend. So that's a pretty neat idea too. Maybe one of us can help create stickers and post it on the page there for that. Okay. Let me see. Oh, I should give you a success quote. Oh, do I have my binder? One of the things I shared at my training last night was a quote by Michelangelo. Christina, do you remember which quote that was?
I need you to repeat it again because I've got my volume turned up as loud as possible, but kids in the back watching Horton Hears a Who. I'm driving back from Lakeland.
There was a quote I gave at the training last night from Michelangelo.
I can look. I'm going to mute you, but I'm going to pull it up on my phone. Hold on.
I left it in the other room. While she's looking that one up, here's another one, because what's going to happen is you're going to deal with a little bit of resistance, if you will. And this is from The Road Less Traveled, and turning adversity into advantage. Life is difficult. We all face challenges. Once we realize that and accept it, that fact no longer matters. Does that make sense to you guys?
Can you say it one more time?
Yep. Life is difficult. We all face challenges. And once we realize that, so we're expecting that we're going to get a challenge, the fact no longer matters. And it doesn't matter that we're going to face some challenges because we realize that and we accept it. Okay? So it's what you do with that adversity that's going to make a difference in your business, because it's going to happen. And
Did you find it yet? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
No, because I went on to read some other things that I found in here. I wanted to just get something.
Okay. Send it to me on Facebook Messenger, not in my email. So it should be, you sent me a link to your Evernote.
Yes, it was in the Evernote in the meeting thing. I'll find it eventually. But the other really cool thing, well, I got a couple others that are good, because what's going to happen is you're placing all these calls and you're out and about in front of people, trying to prospect for business. Here's another good one to think about, is that I've not failed. This is a quote from Edison. I have not failed. I just found 10,000 ways that it won't work. This is when he was talking about learning how to do electricity and creating a light bulb. It took him, did you realize that? You don't know? It took him 10,000 tries to get the light bulb right. 10,000! I'm not expecting you to make 10,000 phone calls, all right? We're just expecting you to make 15 to 20, right? So if he didn't look at it as if he had failed, he just found 10,000 ways that it won't work. All right, so I've tried 15 different phone calls and none of them produced a booking. I have found 15 ways not to get a booking. I'm going to keep going until I get one, right? And here, the other part of it is to think about it this way, is that failure is feedback. It gives you the opportunity to problem solve. So keep going through it. You're going to face some of that, and just keep going through it. A challenge in respect to today is a big problem. A challenge in respect to tomorrow is a little problem. And a challenge in respect to eternity is no problem. Don't think about it as your challenge in today. In the grand scheme of things is what it means. That little problem that you face today, getting through the day. Today was a big problem. Tomorrow it's just going to be a little problem because it's gone. And in the grand scheme of the rest of your life, it is nothing. It's not even a step. All right? So don't dwell on your little problems there. You got to move forward. As we sometimes say, build a bridge and get over it, sister. So there's a whole lot more in life that's much better than that. Right? If we expect wins and celebrate all the small wins, believe in people is a powerful force. So we expect more wins, right? As we talked about at our training last night, a lot of us don't think big enough. We have to think big enough in our calendar and how many phone calls we can make to get what we want, right? Okay, so let's move forward. Actually, that was what questions do you guys have? That was what they talked about. Anybody have, oh look, we have another dog.
I know, I'm sorry.
Oh, the other one got jealous that he got airtime. This one wanted to be a movie star too. Right?
Oh, stop it.
That's so cute. Okay, anybody have questions? Concerns? Nothing?
How do you make, I have 2 prospective leads. How do I make them join?
Oh,
Hold the gun to our head.
You should have had them listen on the call tonight.
I sent the message to one of them, and then I was out to dinner, and I couldn't find the message to send to the other.
Okay, so tell me,
I'm not sure if she let the one listened or not.
tell me more about these leads. Were they from a show? Are they people you met out and about?
The one is a friend of mine that hosted a show for me, and she got all of her products, and then she was like, oh, hey, are you making money doing this? I want to join. And I was like, why didn't you tell me this before? We could have used your host rewards to buy your kit. And now she says, well, I have to wait till next paycheck to buy my kit. And I said, March is the best time. It's half price. Let's get this done. And everything I do, she's not, oh, let me wait a little bit longer.
So have you maybe said, well, then do you have other questions, or are you just ready to get started?
I sent her the, there's a question and answer from Carol Radu.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's part of our group. It was part of the one I'm in, and it just has a whole sheet of questions about Pampered Chef and why to join, and I sent her that, and she was like, okay, and she read it, and then again sent me another message and said, when I get paid, then I'll join.
Okay, and then you ask.
Then I think you're okay to be patient. You know, if you hound too much, it could scare her away. So just,
That's what I'm afraid of.
nudge her again in a week and just say, hey, just checking in on you to see if you were ready. I don't know when your pay schedule is, but I can't wait to help you get started. And when you're excited for her, and just be patient. I have a girl I've been talking to since November last year, and she's signing up this month because she wants the half kit credits. But sometimes it takes them, you reaching out, and especially if she's a good friend, you can reach out more often than someone that you don't really know. So I've been going like a week, and then I'll wait, and then I'll go 2 weeks, and then I'll wait, and then I'll go, oh, hey, did you see this special? And then I'll wait. And sometimes it's just patience, and it needs to be right timing for them. And if she's waiting on a paycheck, she's waiting for the finances to do it. So it's okay to be patient and just remind her again, hey, you know, I'm so excited. I can't wait until we're doing this together. When did you think you were going to be able to get started so we can plan your first show?
Okay.
You can even plan her first show, you know, within the same week. Let's say she gets paid next Friday. You can plan her show for that week if you're close by, and you can go do it. Where she doesn't even need to have her kit yet. She just needs to have it everything. And while her kit's still being shipped to her.
Right, because she just hosted a show, so she has product. And then you can bring yours, you know?
Right.
Absolutely.
And then the other one, you said you have 2. What's the other one?
My other one is my cousin. She's a stay-at-home mom with 2 small children, and she said, oh, we're trying to buy a car right now. As soon as we get the car, I would love to join, depending on the money from buying a car. And I said, well, March is half price. It's the best time to go ahead and join. And she said, I'll get back to you, like twice now.
Okay.
I keep trying to reach out, but I don't feel like I'm saying the right words to get, I don't know, to get them to join.
Well, it could be the same kind of situation as the first one where I hate buying a car, and it's extremely time consuming. So she's probably a little stressed out trying to get the car and get all her ducks in a row. So I give her a little bit more time and then, you know, check back in again, say, hey, how are you looking at getting that car? You know, when's the best time for me to follow up with you? Because, you know, my job is to follow up, not be pushy, but I do want to do my job and follow up.
But the only other thing is she is just one, I think she just turned 21 or 22, so she's very young with 2 small children, as well as she's an hour and a half north of where I'm at. So it's hard for me to go up and do parties with her for her. So that concerns me, to try to encourage her so much, and then her feel like there's no, like you guys have welcomed me in as hospitality. I don't want her an hour and a half north of me and not have anybody to be there for her.
But I think that's when you make an effort to keep in touch with her, like I'm doing with Alex.
Right.
You send her a little Facebook notice, maybe send her a catalog, maybe send her a little something to add to her kit to help her, depending on how her sponsor or whoever's near her.
And also the thing is, you know, an hour and a half is definitely not too far for her to come to you or for you to go to her. If you're in a major city, it could take you 45 minutes to an hour to get from one side of town to the other. So you got to think about it more like that too. Some word choices that I would use with that recruit lead, if it were me, is I would say, well, I use Susie for everything. So Susie, I can't tell if you're on the call or not. I'm sorry, I use your name. But if the recruit lead was Susie, I would say, hey, Susie, I know you're really looking forward to getting that new car so that you can do some cooking shows. Have you thought about, you know, signing up and doing some virtual parties so you can start making money right away to help put towards that car purchase? And that's another spin on it, because she doesn't have to leave her house to do a show to be able to get started. And that might be her holdup, is she's thinking she can only do cooking shows. Definitely not. She can do virtual parties. She can do catalog shows. She can send out catalogs in with her husband to work. She doesn't have to be able, you know, she doesn't have to leave the house and do her own debt. But if she's able to make money now, and she can think about it like, oh, I could be making, you know, a couple $100 this month. I could put that towards the car. Sure, let's do that.
Right,
So
and I told her that.
choices too.
Right.
I have a couple thoughts. One is that we learned this week that it's completely healthy and normal to have a list of 12 to 15 people that are considering the business. So the fact that you have 2 is actually a strong point for where I don't know how long you've been with Pampered Chef yet, but so it's good to have that list. Just keep them on a list and keep remembering that they're there. And the other is when they say, oh, I'm not sure, maybe later, to ask, when can I get back to you? When do you want me to check on you again? You know, how would you like, can I remind you of this deal? You know, because they may forget March 31st is coming, you know.
Right.
Just like I forget when my is about to expire. But, you know, but those are 2 things. You're doing better than you realize. And that
I started
if you
in
ask
December.
You started when?
In December.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you're doing great.
April, you're quiet over there. What you got for us?
Just listening in.
Okay. Okay. Good deal. Well, it looks like we got 2.5 minutes left. I think I'm going to upgrade this to the next level for the next call. I was afraid to do it now in the middle of our call because I thought it might take me off the screen. So I'm going to try to upgrade that to Pro next time, and then we can have an hour, a full hour. But at the same time, this gives us 40 minutes, which is a decent amount of time to get through the workshop. I've gone through the material because the idea is just that we're touching base with each other, giving you some ideas. We're going to work. So what's your homework? You guys remember?
Prospecting on the go.
Yes, very good.
And hand out 10 mini catalogs, or if not mini catalogs, these
Yes.
with information.
That's right.
Get the information from the people.
That's right.
Good
I'm going
girl.
to send you one on PCU as well, because I want you guys using what's new and current in there. There are a ton of resources, and you can kind of get lost in all the resources on Pampered Chef. So I want to try to keep it as close as I can to what we're working on in here. And to just remember that you're going to face adversity. It happens. Life happens. And we expect that. We embrace that. I think it was a movie or it was a book. I think it was a book I was reading over the holidays. It talked about how you know, like if you're one of those people that when something happens negative to you, you're like, oh my goodness, you just get nuts, right? And you let it ruin your whole day. This person in the book says, I give myself 5 minutes. That's it. He said, I'm allowed to kick and scream and have a fit and just go nuts and just be all down on myself for 5 minutes, and that's it. After 5 minutes, there's nothing.
That's in procrastinate on purpose.
Is that where it is? Yeah, and move on.
Yeah, it's in that one.
Just got to move on. You can't let it ruin your day, right? Yay! All right. So thank y'all for joining us tonight. Hopefully the recording, I got to figure out how to get these recordings. They are recording, how to get them uploaded so that you guys can replay and listen to it.
Our next call is in 2 weeks, right?
Yes, it is.
2 weeks.
All right. You got a lot of work to
Is
do.
it me or is it Jennifer? Is it you or is it me?
I'll find out.
Okay. I have it written down. I'm driving.
I
So
know.
it's not a good idea.
Facebook. I don't have it right here either.
We'll get it. Well, one of